What is up, everybody? I'm back on another video, man. Turn to Whack 106 say Jim Jones may be a snitch by Hip Hop Daily. Let's get into it.
Whack 106 recently had a conversation on DJ Academic's new podcast that nearly broke the internet. After sitting down to talk about snitching, street politics, and what it means to be a gangster,
God, bro, that Cuban is crazy. Oh my God.
Down to
Why
talk
is it
about
so
snitching,
big?
street politics, and what it means to be a gangster, Whack and 6ix9ine followed up with a series of appearances on Clubhouse that created even more drama. The Clubhouse sessions resulted in Whack getting into a fight with 21 Savage, 6ix9ine accusing Jim Jones from Dipset of being a federal informant, and Suge Knight getting put in solitary confinement. Let's take a look at what happened. In late July, DJ Academics went on Twitter and announced that the first episode of his podcast was being filmed. It was set to feature a conversation between Whack 100, a West Coast hip-hop mogul known for managing rappers like The Game and Blueface. Whack has been vocal in the
Blueface is Blueface, baby. Yeah, I
past about his belief
Blueface,
that 6ix9ine
baby.
didn't actually snitch in the case against the 9 Trey Bloods because he was never actually about that life to begin with. His take has been pretty controversial, with many people in hip-hop arguing that 6ix9ine portrayed a gangsta image to sell records and therefore should still be held to the same standard as anyone else on the internet. But 6ix9ine has disputed all of these claims. According to him, he's still the most gangsta and only snitched because his people broke the street code first. The 3-hour podcast was released on the YouTube in early August. The interview was met with mixed reactions from the hip-hop community. Although it was entertaining, many criticized Whack for sitting down with 6ix9ine and giving him a platform to explain himself and get more views. Whack pushed back and claimed that it was DJ Academic's platform, who posts 6ix9ine all the time anyway. He said that he wasn't co-signing his behavior, he was just trying to better understand his point of view. Most of the interview is just Whack educating 6ix9ine about the street code as he understands it, and 6ix9ine yelling back his own point of view. According to Whack, the rapper didn't earn enough respect to be considered a real blood. Therefore, it's the fault of the real 9 Trey members who let him into the organization just to sell him out. According to 6ix9ine, he's the ultimate gangster because he made it back to provide for his family, and that Shotty and the rest of the people he put behind bars crossed the line first by having him kidnapped and sleeping with his baby mama and stealing his money. After the podcast, Whack kept the momentum moving by going on the Clubhouse with 6ix9ine to discuss some of these topics with the public. A lot of people were not happy that Whack gave 6ix9ine any attention at all and even seemed to agree with him on certain topics. One of those people was none other than 21 Savage. 21 got on Clubhouse to call Whack a lame for the interview and said that a gangster and a rat should never agree on anything.
I just feel like a gangster and a rat can't agree on nothing in life. I don't give a damn how right or like,
so you shouldn't communicate. A gangster and a rat should never communicate, right?
Not really because of the industry that we in, I say like.
Whack clearly was not feeling the disrespect, and things after that went left. 21 called out Whack for agreeing with 6ix9ine that he should have done something to him when they saw each other at the club. Even though 21 is a real street dude, he still has too much to lose at this point to run up on 6ix9ine.
But y'all remember when they found out that 21 Savage from the UK, bro? Oh, bro, that was funny. That was funny.
Public. Whack doubles down and says that if 21 really had beef with 6ix9ine, he should have done what he had to do when he ran into him. As the argument gets more and more heated, 6ix9ine can be heard laughing in the background, egging them on. 21 tells him that he's not doing all the fake gangster shit on Clubhouse.
21 Savage, they count the Mac. 21 Savage, and I was in the hood, but I pull up on you, shoot you in the back. But 21 hard, 21 hard, 21.
By that point, he's already caught in the trap. 6ix9ine reveals that he and 21 had a 30-minute phone conversation the night before, so 21 has no right to call Whack lame. But according to 21, Whack is lame for agreeing with him, not just talking to him. Whack responds by saying that 21 wouldn't have the same energy if they were talking to each other face to face.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hold on. 21 got some nice dreads, bro. Not gonna lie. Yeah, 21 got some nice dreads, bro.
Whack responds by saying that 21 wouldn't have the same energy if they were talking to each other face to face. But 21 tells him that's all cap, and Whack responds by saying, "I will beat your mother, you little bitty ass boy."
Me and you both know, if you were standing in front of me right now, you wouldn't have that energy.
Yeah, right. Cap.
Nigga
sick. Check this out.
Yeah, right. Nigga, I will beat your mother little ass, you little bitty ass boy.
This is where things really get crazy, and Whack starts threatening 21 while 6ix9ine shouts in the background. 21 keeps his cool and just tells Whack to say less. Whack even accuses 21 of being a fake ass blood, and 21 just says, "I ain't no blood."
Hey,
you call
say
me
less,
up my
say
name.
less, say less, say less.
Nigga, what we doing?
Say less.
You's a fake ass blood too. I'm from California.
I ain't no blood.
21 even manages to get a joke in while Wack is screaming at him. He says, "You ain't gotta do all that. I'm already scared, bruh." Wack just keeps telling 21 he's gonna beat his ass when he sees him, and the conversation just goes left from there. They ended up doing a follow-up conversation later on that was a bit calmer, but by that point, some wild shit had already been said. Both 21 and Wack 100 are really about that life, but they come from different generations. Hopefully, they can both just chill out and agree to disagree before anything crazy happens.
Okay, so they're saying Wack is from California and 21's from the UK? Okay.
Another wild accusation that came out during these conversations is that rapper Jim Jones from the legendary group Dipset is a police informant. On Clubhouse, 6ix9ine claimed that the rapper ran with the same group of Bloods that he used to run with and put behind bars, including Shotty, Mel Matrix, and many others. He says that Jim Jones left him broke in the hood and didn't do anything for him once he blew up. He also said that Shotty was sleeping on the floor when he met him, but after 6ix9ine found him, they were having meetings with Kanye and buying brand new APs. He also dropped the bombshell that Jim Jones was caught on the wire telling Mel Matrix to get rid of 6ix9ine security and have him shot.
Jim Jones, right? He ran with the same I ran with a decade before I met him. Jim Jones, the Dipset, the that was just over there dancing on verses. Jim Jones was running with Shotty, Cafano Jordan, right? Mel Matrix, Jamel Jones, Ro Murder, Roland Martin. He was running Fu Banger, Fuquan. I forgot his last name, Fuquan something. He was running with all of the cats I ran with and got in daddy for. You know what Jim Jones did? That nigga did not take care of none of them. Because when I ran to them, Shotty was sleeping on the rug on Madison between Tompkins and Troop. Mel Murder was on Gates and Marcus Garvey with his baby mother. Roland Martin was just doing 9 years. He blew trial. That make them that take care of them. From Shotty was sleeping on the rug. That driving a 6'3" Benz in 6 months.
6ix9ine
living in
is
a
hot
condo,
right
doing
now,
meetings
but
with Kanye. Kanye was taking him to Yeezy meetings, board meetings. Matrix had his own, everything on his own. His kids was eating. Roland Martin came home to a new AP, watch, money, cars, everything. That Jim Jones did not take care of none of his. I took care of him. And on top of that, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap telling Jamel, look, Jim Jones was caught on wiretap. Jim Jones was caught on wiretap on my case, he was telling the big homie Mel Matrix, Jamel Jones, to go and get rid of my security. How you do it? How you shoot at them? They don't got no license to carry weapons, don't nothing in New York.
Wack also agrees with him and says that you can find the audio online because it was used in the trial. 6ix9ine and Wack both question why Jim Jones isn't in jail if he was caught on tape saying he was going to kill 6ix9ine, suggesting that he must have cooperated in the trial. 6ix9ine also starts making some accusations about Desiree Perez, the CEO of Roc Nation, but Wack shuts him down before he can say too much. As it turns out, there's an audio clip of Jim Jones allegedly speaking with Mel Matrix where they say that 6ix9ine is embarrassing Shotty and that he needs to get super violated.
And he need to be very, very, very articulate about what he's saying, why he made people think that.
let's be honest here, bro. Nothing's happening to 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is smart, bro. 6ix9ine is literally a social media master, bro. Literally. 6ix9ine is the hip hop version of LeVar Ball, bro. Let's be honest here, bro. Let's be honest here, bro. Like, everything he says is to get more and more publicity, bro. Like, everything he does is to get publicity, bro. And he not dumb. He's not gonna go somewhere without security. Like, he's actually smart, bro. He knows exactly what he's doing.
He was a gang member. He needs to let niggas know that he was never a gang member. He was always a money ploy for the gang members. He got to figure it out. But they gonna have to violate Shorty because Shorty on some bullshit. He better get to violating. He better stalk Shorty every move. One of them security better get hit. Something better happen.
Jim Jones must have heard the conversation and responded by releasing his own audio of a conversation he had with Mel Matrix over a jail phone. Mel Matrix was one of the leaders of the 9 Trey Bloods and is now serving 11 years in prison because of 6ix9ine's testimony. Mel called Jim from prison to speak on the situation and called both 6ix9ine and Wack. He also said that the Bloods he knew in prison from the West Coast didn't accept Wack and that the culture was getting watered down. Wack responded to the disrespect by going at Jim on social media. He called Jim out directly and gives further proof that Jim Jones is an informant. He questions how Jim was able to avoid getting hit with the conspiracy charge after admitting on tape to wanting to commit an act of violence against 6ix9ine. He also brings up a gun case that Jim Jones was fighting before the trial that also seemingly just went away.
The kid the one called you a snitch, right? Facts is facts, my n***. I protected you in the interview. I can't stop a nigga on Clubhouse for saying what he gonna say. But that shit on the internet, homie, and any real street nigga know what conspiracy look like. And you gave an order, and that order was carried out. You know what I'm saying? You got gun cases in Virginia, don't nobody know where they went. The fact that you had to have a nigga from jail call, right? And you on the street, you thought we was better than that.
In 2018, the rapper was arrested after the vehicle he was in led police on a high-speed chase. When the police pulled him over, they discovered weed, oxycodone, Percocet, vape cartridges, and 2 loaded pistols. Jim was later charged with 5 felony counts and was facing up to 10 years in prison. But he ended up copping a plea deal and was only sentenced to 2 years of probation and a $1,500 fine after 3 of the charges were dropped.
So you're telling me he got caught with weed, oxy, whatever Percocet, everything that they said, and he only got 2 years of probation? Ain't no way.
So Wack is suggesting that Jim got away with probation because he was an informant. Wack isn't the only one who called out Jim Jones for snitching. Back in April of 2020, 50 Cent made the same accusation around the time that it was announced that 6ix9ine may be getting out of jail. He reposted a story to his IG that claimed that Jim Jones was listed as a federal informant in the RICO case against the 9 Trey Bloods with the caption, "Oh shit, that's the reason why they ain't pull him. Say it ain't so, Jimmy." Jones also clapped back at 50 and posted a picture of Mel Matrix in prison with the caption, "Melly said he doing super fine. You have to watch out for these so-called real ones that's rooting for the rats to come home and want to see real go to jail. Any nigga that needs to try and tarnish another man's name for personal gain has to be a why else would he have my so far down his throat? LOL, laughing emoji, pause." Some wrote it off as just 50 trolling one of his many enemies, but others were not convinced. Mel Matrix was indicted for the phone call involving Jim, and yet Jim never faced any consequences, even though it's clearly him on the tape. A rumor floating around is that the reason that the conversation was even taped in the first place was that Jones was already acting as an informant. He started cooperating after getting caught up in the gun case, and that's the reason he didn't face any punishment for threatening to kill 6ix9ine over the phone. But it does seem strange that he'd still be cool with Mel Matrix if he allegedly snitched on him. Unless the police agree to keep it confidential. Jim Jones has yet to respond to Wack 100 again after leaking the phone call with Mel, and likely won't bring it up again unless he's forced to. Although he has been pretty vocal about the recent versus battle between Dipset and The Lox, where fans were clowning him for allegedly falling off the stage, he took to social media to deny that he fell and claims that his ring flew off and he dove to grab it. He says he did it voluntarily, but if you watch the footage, it definitely looks like he tripped and stumbled off the stage. Overall, it hasn't been a great few weeks for Jim Jones. Although Wack and 6ix9ine have yet to provide any real evidence to prove he's a snitch, the circumstances do seem suspicious. But then again, 6ix9ine probably isn't in any position to be criticizing someone for being a rat. It seems like both 6ix9ine and Wack ultimately got the results they were looking for, even if they faced some backlash. They got the whole internet talking about them and made both their names a trending topic. Wack has been trying to organize a boxing match between 6ix9ine and Blueface, who he manages. So,
Blueface, baby. Yeah, aight.
It seems like this entire circus may be just a big publicity stunt to build hype. If that wasn't bad enough, 6ix9ine even got Suge Knight caught up in the drama. 6ix9ine admitted online that he talks to Suge frequently and that the rap mogul has a burner phone in his cell that was given to him by a guard. Having an illegal cell phone is against the rules in prison, so Suge had to be sent to solitary confinement after the rapper sold him out. It seems like no one associated with 6ix9ine can avoid getting told on, even those who are already locked up. Just when it seems like 6ix9ine is on the verge of falling off, he finds a way to creep back into the mainstream for every reason but his music. But Wack,
I'm telling you, he's a hip-hop version of LeVar Ball, bro.
Wack is also somewhat to blame for getting the rapper buzzing again. It seemed like before this podcast, people were getting tired of his routine, and now all of a sudden, he's back making headlines. 6ix9ine will probably never be welcome back in hip-hop, but he has proven to everyone that he hasn't lost his knack for gaining attention. If you thought this video was crazy, Be sure to check out our
The people that saying that he'll never be welcome back in hip hop. Do y'all not remember when he came back from prison that one day? That song got what over 100 million views. Come on, bro. Let's stop the cap talk, bro. Let's stop it, bro. Let's stop it, bro. 6ix9ine is always gonna be relevant because he's a hip hop version of LeVar Ball. Let's keep it a stack, bro. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out, bro.